The 2025 Hearth Hand Christmas Collection is finally here. I'm obsessed with the traditional Christmas colors in this entire collection. No, oh my god, okay, well I need it. There's a lot of really good artwork. I'm 100% doing this in my new kitchen. The bells are so cute. The heck is candle jewelry? Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. This is one of the most exciting days of the year because the 2025 Hearth Hand Christmas Collection has just dropped online and I'm showing you everything new that you can get right now. And I will have every item that I can linked in the YouTube shopping tab. And if you click any of those, you can see the entire full collection as well and shop along with me. There are so many good items. This collection has over 200 brand new Christmas items. And on top of all that, the Studio McGee Christmas Collection and new Threshold Christmas items are also available now on Target.com. I made a whole separate other video that is also already live on my channel. I posted 2 videos this morning, so go ahead and check that one out after you watch this one. But I'll have everything linked. It is literally like a Christmas decor palooza and I'm ready. So let's go ahead and jump into everything new this year from Hearth Hand at Target for Christmas. All right, jumping right in, we also have Circle Week starting tomorrow, or today actually when you're seeing this. So there is just a lot going on this week. So expect to see a lot of videos from me. I'm also out of town. When you are watching this, I'm leaving tomorrow, if you're watching it on Sunday, to go to New York for a really exciting opportunity with YouTube. So first time I'm ever leaving the kids and I'm pretty nervous about it, but there's just a lot going on this week. But if you scroll down on the Hearth Hand with Magnolia, you can see Holiday Collection arrives 10/5. Get your first look at the upcoming Hearth Hand with Magnolia Collection. So we're gonna go ahead and click on this. Look at that, 225 items. I'm also going to include out of stock. So if you wanna shop along with me, that added 1 extra item. And I'm gonna go ahead and sort by the newest. There definitely are some items from this collection that are back from last year, but jumping right in, 6-pack of 10-inch soft taper candles. I love the like deep emerald green. You guys know I love using emerald green in my decorating. Last year I did finally incorporate some like true Christmas red, which I've always been like very against decorating with red. It just never felt feng shui in my home, but I did it last year for Christmas, pushed myself outside my comfort zone, and I really loved it. So you're definitely going to be seeing more red in my Christmas decorating this year. The potted spruce tree that comes in multiple different sizes, the smallest one being $59.99 and then the largest one being 42 inches, and that is the $59.99. Sorry, did I start with that? $9.99, and then there's a 22-inch, a 30-inch, and a 42-inch. So tons of different sizes, no matter what you need. They always have great throws in this collection. They have it this year coming in a green and an oatmeal. The oatmeal, those are the blankets that I look for like after Christmas when things start to go on clearance because you can get them like 70% off and that is going to match your decor all year round. Super nice for $24.99. We have a few stockings, really like classic Hearth Hand Christmas stockings. They're always like that traditional knit, but sometimes you do get some linens as well. This 240-page recipe book is super, super cute. I love the green color. My friend Anne Marie would absolutely love that. We also have stocking holders, so that's great for a mantle. This is a brass card holder, so if you're someone who gets a lot of Christmas cards and like loves to display them, growing up, my mom would always like tape them around the doorways of our house. So we just had like tons of Christmas cards and she would keep them too. So we would like, you know, see people's Christmas cards all throughout the year. But if you just want to display like your family ones or something, this is a really great way to do that for $24.99. This is cute. This mini brass bell garland. I want to open that and look at that a little bit bigger because, yeah, the bells are a different shape than they have been in previous years. I am loving the shape of these bells. I also love that it's on this like brass chain. That is really nice as well. And it looks so great stylized. Like, look at this picture. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have a mantle and a fireplace in our new house. I just love it, like all the cozy vibes. Next up, we do have some Greenery Sprig gift toppers, wrapping paper. This is, those bells, if you liked it, they have them in napkin rings. So it's a set of 8 for $16.99, which actually isn't bad. We have some green napkins, 4 cloth napkins for $14.99, a doormat. This is a holiday like blank card set. So if you just like to do like handwritten cards to like your mail people or I don't know who else, but this is something we like to do, is to like put out a tray of items like snacks and drinks for all the delivery drivers. And I think adding cards would be like a really nice touch, especially if you have like the same people every day like we do. They have a game, like a spoons game. They always have different like collections. These look very similar to the ones I had last year. These are the stoneware carved ribbed edge appetizer plate, but I could be mixing up like some that they had in the fall collection versus like what they had in the Christmas collection last year, but those are absolutely gorgeous, especially now that we're getting into like our for a really long time house. It's definitely something I would love to get, is like a set of holiday plates, like one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas, but I don't know if I want new ones. I'm pretty sure I'd want to go like the vintage route. I love these. These are the Christmas window flameless candle in brass. I really want to get these for Bryn and Conan's windows in the laundry room in the new house. If you guys have seen my house updates, you know that they have these really cute windows in their room. Bryn has like 3 little square windows, the laundry room has 2 windows, and then Conan has 3 little rectangle windows that like are all in a row, and I just think they would look so adorable, especially with the 3 window like flameless candles. They also have the singles as well if you prefer that. I don't need it, but like I need it. This is the brass tabletop letters to Santa mailbox. I am absolutely obsessed. A lot of you guys might remember I do have the copper version, which is from a few years ago. I wish it was brass, which now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably just rub and buff on it, and then I could like clear coat it with spray paint, or I don't even think you have to. But I find it really difficult to decorate with because I don't use like copper in any of my other decor. And I like to mix metals, but by mixing metals, I like to do like silver, blacks, and like golds, not necessarily like rose gold. But this one is gorgeous. I do prefer the shape of the older one, but I absolutely love this one. It's $50. It is like that solid brass, so nice, and it has the holes on the back if you want to hang it. But I love that, and the first time I saw it, I gasped. Normally I try really hard not to look at the collection so that we can like see them together for the first time, but I had to take a little bit of a sneak peek. You guys know it's Christmas, and I just love Christmas, so I couldn't help myself. They also have a set of 4 napkin rings that are like the spruce or the cypress, whatever it is, and that would look really cute layered with the bell ones that we already saw, and that's a set of 4 for $12.99. Then they do also have this 12-inch brass beaded garland. Oh, is it like actually brass? Because if it is, I'm gonna need that. Is it brass or is it just like beads, wooden beads that are painted gold? Make your holiday with brass bead garland made of wood. This holiday garland features wooden beads and a brass finish for a shiny look. Those are actually really, really pretty, but I don't know. If it was like actually metal, I feel like I would like it a little bit more, but I feel like you can find ones that are pretty similar at other stores, but that is $19.99. I also have some ornaments. People seem to go crazy over the Hearth Hand ornaments, and there are a lot of them in this collection. There's like collectible ones that they come out with every year, and people love them. Here is another bell garland. The shape of this bell is completely different than the other one. This is a brass bell garland with the velvet ribbon. So this one comes on a velvet ribbon as opposed to the brass chain that I pointed out on the other one. And the shape of the bells is just completely different, but I really like these as well. And that is $19.99. We also have this brass and glass landscape frame ornament. So if you liked the picture frame ornaments, which I got last year, I got the ones from Studio McGee. There's some new ones this year from Hearth Hand, which are really cute. They have this tree cookie cutter, so you can cut like a bunch of trees all at once. That's actually so nice. They have little treat bags for said cookies, gift bags. This is nice. The XL brass advent calendar. So it like rotates through, I think, different holidays. It probably does till Christmas and New Year's. Does it like say all of the different options? Numbers and days till Christmas. Displays numbers and days till Christmas in black font. But it like shows it on like a little roller. So I guess that's one of those things we're going to have to play with in person and see if it says like any other holidays, but that's the XL version for $34.99. This is the pendant hinge ornament. So if you want to do, I know I've seen people do like baby announcements or your wedding invitation sort of like cut up into little curls and then you like put it in a glass ornament like that, and that's really pretty. There's the 2025 bell ornament. This is the brass advent calendar, like the smaller version. It's $10 less. They also have an advent flip calendar that has like the red letters and it's just a countdown to Christmas. This is the wooden star tree topper for this year. It is in like a nice sort of like cherry-ish, walnut-ish tone, but I like the shape of the star a lot. It doesn't light up or anything, so just keep that in mind. There's a cookie mat bundle, so perfect to put on the bottom of your cookie trays. There's another shape, an oval shape of the ornament, so if you want to kind of like mix and match the shapes, I think that's super nice. Here is the wood candle window flameless 3 like trio set, but the other one was brass and this one is wood. So if you want a more like natural sort of like cozy vibe that you can keep out, and maybe it's more appropriate for like after Christmas as well, you can kind of like keep it straight through. There's another shape of that hinged ornament that's like a sort of like a raindrop shape, and then they also have a circle, like a little glass orb. Super pretty. They also have this brass star ornament, and then here is one more shape of the portrait frame. So the other one was like landscape, and then this one's portrait, and then we also saw the oval so far. We also have this 10-inch wood collapsible tree collar. There is what that looks like. I feel like it would definitely look way better with like a more full tree. I don't like that like open on the top look of like the tree collar. I feel like that picture is really not doing this tree collar like any justice. Next up we have the brass wreath that's a tongue twister. Brass wreath with bow from Hearth Hand, and then also the brass 3-bell decorative swag with the green velvet ribbon as well. Super pretty. Those are so great. You know what I love to use those for? My curtain tie backs. So like I have in our current home, we have these like tie backs where we like put our curtains on the side, and I like to put like decorative things. Like I've done like a reindeer like bell collar. I've done fall greenery. I've done different things over the year, but these bells are a really, really cute thing that you can just add on. It's just like a little festive pop. Here is a little brass tree ornament display. That's $29.99. A stoneware tree-shaped cookie plate, or just like a serve platter. We need to pick up the pace because there are a lot of items. Right here, there's a wooden card holder, a set of the 3 ornaments. So if you want like all the different shapes, you can grab all 3 for $24.99. If you really like these ornaments, you probably want to go for that because I feel like the individuals are going to sell out faster. This is the 5 large wick scalloped brass footed candle in mulled spice. That is a scent that they've had for the last few years, so I'm not surprised to see that back. New for this year are these bell candles, and I think they are so cute. This is the small brass cozy cardamom bell candle, but it will come in a variety of different scents. They also have, these are the 4-pack of bell gift toppers, but you can also use those as like little mini bell ornaments. So you can get 4 for $11.99. I personally am not putting like bells on my Christmas wrapping, but also I think my Christmas wrapping could like heavily step it up a notch. Like I'm a very novice Christmas wrapper, even though I've wrapped many things. I just like haven't put a lot of time, effort, or energy into like getting really great at like decorative wrapping. But I think in the future I probably will. There's a little mini wreath, mini cypress with a brass bell. Super cute for like the backs of your bar stools, the backs of your dining chairs, your kitchen cabinets. Like for us, we have cabinets. We have upper cabinets in the new house, and we have like uppers above the range that I think those would look really good on, above the oven or the fridge. There's like uppers, and I think those would look great on there, and I love the little added bell. The stems, here's another like scent of that candle. Here's another version. This is the long needle pine with white berry and bells wreath. So this is actually a full-size wreath for $34.99. And then the faux berry bundle is $16.99. So if you want something, you don't even have to think about it, and you have a vase already, like you don't want to buy a whole arrangement, that is so great, especially if you have any like green wreaths. They have this cedar artificial branch. As you can see here, they kind of mixed the ones that we were just looking at. We have the pine with pine cone garland. Oh, that's like a tiny little type of like pine. That is cute. What are these? These are cypress and berry mini artificial swag. Those would also be really great, especially if you don't like a look of like a whole wreath, or you've done the wreath thing on the backs of your chairs or your bar stools. Like I've done the wreaths a few times with like velvet ribbons, just different scenarios, but I've never done the mini swag. So you get a 2-pack for $12.99. I actually really, really like those. They also have this red berry in amber glass official arrangement. Another stem. This is the 5-wick scallop brass footed in cypress and santal. That's always my favorite Christmas scent, but I'm excited to smell them again this year. And then there is another type of candle container. So more candles, more wreaths. They're gonna have like a mini wreath, a full-size wreath, a garland, and a stem of the 3 different types of pine that they have. So they have like a cypress, the pine with pine cones, and then the long needle pine, I think, are the different ones that they have. And we are moving on to page 4. On page 4, we see a little bit more greenery, mini cypress with red berry artificial stream. What? That's definitely a little mini wreath. I don't know what a steam, artificial steam. Does it steam? Moving on, more of the bell-shaped candles. We have the adult apron. Typically, they will have a kid's apron that matches that. Stoneware Reactive Glaze oval serving tray in dark green. That I'm definitely excited to see in person because, like I said, I love all of the dark green. Oh my God. Tonal trim cloth napkins in green. I've been looking for you for years. Trim tablecloth with red, so it's like natural with like that very thin red edge. That's actually so pretty. Another stoneware carved ribbed edge green bowl, so that goes with the plates. It's basically like a pasta bowl. See how dark it's getting? The clouds are setting in. The afternoon rainstorm is here. And then there are stoneware carved ribbed edge dinner plates in just solid green. Those don't have the trees. I think just the appetizer plates do. We have dish towels, and I love the classic red and classic green. I feel like for the last few years, they've done this like dark burgundy brownish red, and I haven't been the biggest fan of it. And then finally some artwork. Okay, so for the artwork, we have Snowy Cabin burlap framed wall art. This is 10 by 11, so it's like a little bit smaller. So perfect for shelf styling, for the back of your backsplash. I just feel like it's those little details, like if you have built-ins or bookshelves, like changing out the artwork seasonally, it's just like that little extra step that people don't expect you to do, but it's like, it's very impressive, and I just like when you really commit to the bit. So let's make sure we all do that. Here is the kids' apron that matches, like I was just saying. Merry Christmas icon square toss pillow in cream/red edge. So it says it in green, and then on the edges it has that red. Here's more art. Oval framed watercolor trees wall art from Hearth Hand. So it's like a beautiful walnut frame with just some like watercolor trees. Very like wintry so far is the theme. Here's the Snowy Mountain Cabin framed wall art. They've done other wall art with this same frame. So if you have a gallery wall, you can easily like plug this in. That one is 11 by 14. Ooh, I love this one. Vintage green plaid matte wreath. So I love that like green and red plaid, like the traditional tartan around the sides, and then it has like just a solid green matting. That's really pretty with like the brownish copper frame. That's really nice. That's $24.99. This tonal trim tablecloth in green. Stoneware Reactive Glaze footed serve bowl. Super nice. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. The red trim table runner. So I'm a table runner person. I'm not a tablecloth person. So I really prefer the table runners, and I love that they're always 90 inches. If you guys have been here, you know that if you have a standard size table, which is 72 inches, you need a 90-inch table runner so you actually have that overhang on the sides. And Hearth Hand always delivers with the 90-inch table runners. And just like that, we're moving on to page 5. Oh, apparently we're not. Apparently we're moving on to this bowl was like, you gotta see me close. Oh, and just as always, the Target website. The Target website always starts acting up. I don't know what it is. It's like, it's a good website, but it's not a great website. On this page, we have a bunch of cookie cutters that come with a cookie tin for $16.99. The Snowy Trees framed wall art, so that's in a gold frame, but again, like mostly like wintry. Like you don't have to immediately change them after Christmas. Like you could totally keep them up throughout the winter. We have a new table lamp for $49.99, just like an all brass table lamp. Ooh, love this waffle knit stocking in brown, which reminds me, I need to order our personalized stockings. I really want to get personalized stockings for this year, so I need to order those sooner rather than later. This is the Snowy Cottage burlap wall art. So again, very like wintry type themed. Aw, a little tiny Letters to Santa brass mailbox ornament. That's cute for $8.99. Here is the balsam and berry jarred candle. That one comes in red. This is pretty. The Greenery centerpiece with brass Greenery centerpiece with brass candle holder. That is $29.99. I feel like you'd probably need like 2 of them if you have a normal size table. If you have like a round table, you could probably just get away with 1. This is the ribbon holder, which is great for all the people who do like decorative wrapping this time of year. This is a great like just traditional Christmas pillow. This is the square toss pillow for $24.99. And then from this picture, I can see it also comes in the lumbar shape, which maybe we will find on page 6. What are we thinking about this collection overall? So far, I'm loving the like traditional Christmas vibes. Really, really loving the traditional Christmas vibes. I'm super into, I feel like in the past, I was more just into like the greens and then some like deep, deep burgundies like here and there. But I'm really loving like the green with the bright red. I think, and a lot of people said that would happen when I had kids. Like I would be more into like the traditional like vintagey Christmas vibes. Here is the lumbar version of that pillow and another version of the candles. This is the XL5 wick. So for $29.99, you can see the different scents here. Then we have the cedar and green ribbon mini artificial swag. So these have the dark green ribbon, whereas the other ones had like a burgundy or a red ribbon. Then they have this asymmetrical pine with pine cone wreath, an artificial Christmas tree, which I know a lot of people love the Christmas trees. We have a charger. This pillow is also great if you like bigger plaid. That's 18 by 18. Treat boxes if you give away like lots of treats and baked goods. Love this. The plaid table runner in forest green for $22.99. Right here, they have the set of 4 cloth napkins. Those are embroidered, so those are really nice. Cedar and pine cone in ribbed amber. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of arrangements yet. That's interesting. But maybe I don't know, maybe there's just so much stuff that like I don't really know, but I feel like we haven't seen that many arrangements yet. I feel like we've seen a lot of like greenery, like stems, wreaths, swags, stuff like that, but not a lot of like arrangements. This is the cypress and brass bell with red ribbon wreath. So that's $34.99. That's like the big version. This is the vintage style roller with date stamp and an ink pad. Great for like scrapbooking for $16.99. There's always like those random items in the Hearth Hand collection. Here's another plaid square toss pillow. That is $24.99. That one is very like red heavy. They also have like a melamine serving tray. Oh, polar bear plush advent calendar. That's cute. So you just like move the candy cane throughout his pocket. Okay, but this is what makes me so mad. They have teased this shape of the letters to Santa mailbox, and I don't think it's in this collection, and they've been doing this for years. So like, is it the one I have, but they like edit it to be more gold than like copper, or what is it? Because I feel like they've been teasing me with that mailbox for years. So I think this year I'm definitely going to put Rub and Buff on mine. Stoneware Reactive Glaze cookie plate that says Santa's Workshop. So, oh my God, look at that canister. Look at that canister. No, we only have 3 pages left. I don't want this collection to be over, but at least that's why I hate that they put both out at the same time, because it feels like there's too much like pandemonium to try to get it all at once. But like, I like it because anything that I can't find or don't love from one collection, I feel like I typically love from the other one. So definitely make sure you guys check out both versions of the video. Like check out, this is the Hearth and Hand one, and then make sure you go check out the Studio McGee Threshold one, because you might think like, oh, Studio McGee's not really for me. I'm more of a Hearth and Hand person, but you could be really surprised. There are awesome items from both collections. Moving on to page 7, and it is now like torrentially downpouring outside, so it's great. It's definitely cozy vibes, so I'm not mad about it. Okay, this is the oven mitt and pot holder set that I really need to stop trying to read the names. I like these. I have ones from past years, which I like a little bit more. Oh, but I love this green gingham. The green with the dark green flour sack towel. That's really nice. Ooh, I also really like these. The set of 2 kitchen towels. Oh, and they have another set. So if you want like the reds more, that is super nice. See this rail that they have above? I am definitely doing that in the new house because we did a countertop backsplash, and I think that would look so cute because it goes all the way up. So I'm so excited. A North Pole mug, that's really cute with like the little arrows. This is a like hot cocoa set, so you get the 4 mugs and then the 4 little like saucer plates for $39.99. It's a 9-piece set, and it includes that little caddy. They have some nice new cookie sheets. I really need new cookie sheets, honestly. Mini bowls, napkins, more napkins. I really like those ones for like the traditional Christmas vibes. No! I love this table runner, but I need it to come in 90 inches. The all green table runner. No, like I need that to come in 90 inches. So let's pray and manifest that we find that. Here is the canister that we saw. So cute. They have this hand soap and lotion set. That is nice. Right here, they have the signature plaid table runner. That's in 90 inches. So when all else fails, I really like that one as well. These are like little gift toppers. These ornaments are so cute. Those are going to go so fast because that is a really popular trend that kind of popped up big last year. And I feel like it's going to be huge this year is the little flameless candles like in your tree. I might try to snag some of those. Here is the Christmas Carol framed wall art. This says The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I think it's meant to look like the book is like framed. It kind of looks like a book cover. They also have some little mugs, a set of 2 like Merry Christmas mugs. One is green and one is red. And on the next page, we have the plaid woven stocking cream and green. So like I said, sometimes, a lot of the times their stockings are like mostly knit, but then they'll also have some that are like more of like a thicker linen material. So there's one, and you also get the little pom-pom balls, a little cookie decorating set. So you also get like little frosting decorators, little cookie presses that you can like press the designs in. That is cute. So cute. I like that they have like the press that also coincides with some of like the cookie shapes. They also have these little reactive glaze ramekins. Those are $16.99. This little Santa mug. Oh, that's cute. Vintage red plaid matte tree framed wall art. Oh, yep. Love that. What's that one next to it? Oh, I just want to see it all. Another little stuffed animal. That is a sifter. Cute. If you're into like the Hearth Hand toys, they have a theater this year for $70. Here's another arrangement. The small cypress and red berry in ribbed amber. That is really nice. I'm just so happy we're looking at Christmas decor. A baking bundle, a little like snowy lumbar pillow, a plaid lumbar pillow, a plaid lumbar stocking, more ornaments. So that's the glass, a set of glass ornaments. You get 3 for $19.99. I will say though, like the ornaments are really good quality. Like they're expensive, but they're really good quality. But keep in mind, especially if you do a real tree, I don't feel like real trees have strong enough branches to hold those sort of bigger ornaments. Here is more ramekins, but those you get 1 green, 1 cream, and 1 red. A rolling pin, some matches. They also had like a little match holder. This is pretty, this brass tree topper. This is the 13-inch from Hearth Hand with Magnolia. This is the vintage plaid woven stocking. That's cute. Oh, it's a radio. Vintage portable AM FM radio, wood and green. So I don't even think that one has Bluetooth, and it's big. Looks pretty big. That's $49.99. They also have the sketch tree framed wall art. That's 6x8. All Peaks Pass. Okay, cute. So I hadn't seen that one. So that's like ski lodge vibes. That would actually be really cute for Conan's room. I'm actually thinking for Conan's room, I don't know yet, but I think I might do it pretty like dark. I was thinking about doing like a really beautiful like timeless plaid wallpaper and then painting the other walls like navy. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like if I do one accent wall, or I might wallpaper the whole thing, but I don't know yet. I haven't put too much thought into like each of the individual bedrooms because we're trying to focus on like the living room and the kitchen and the playroom and the guest bedroom first, like all the spaces downstairs, and then we're going to start worrying about the kids' bedrooms. Like obviously they'll have everything that they need before that, but like making them for them is not like the number one thing on our priority list. Next up, we have candle jewelry. What is that? What's candle jewelry? I have never heard of this. 30 count candle jewelry. Oh my God, they're like these little pins that you stick in your candles. What in the 30 count for $24.99? I haven't seen that before, but I could see that being like a very designer thing. We have that chunky knit blanket is to die for. More pillows, really beautiful tree skirt, another like snowy art. So if you have, ooh, and then another arrangement as well. So if you have like a gallery wall, they have everything you would need to like replace everything. They have so many different shapes, sizes, but they're all very, like they would go very well together, but they're not necessarily like matching sets. Ooh, this is nice. The vintage, ooh, it's reversible. I like it even more. This is the vintage reversible brush woven throw blanket. So on one side, it's like that bright red tartan, and then on the back, it's like the green gingham, which is super nice. Another arrangement, which we'll definitely look at those more in person. More candles. They have the wooden single flameless candle or the brass. And then this is the mini ornament decorative garland, and it's on like a velvet ribbon, and that is back from last year. So a really good mix of new items for this year and stuff that's like favorites back from last year. Let me know what you guys think about this collection, and don't forget to check out the Studio McGee video that is posted as well. Well, all right, everybody, there you have it, the 2025 Hearth Hand Christmas collection. I hope you guys loved it. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell. Guys, we are so close to 100,000 subscribers, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you are a part of my email list. I'll have the info down below in the description, but if you go to shopkatievining.com, you can join the Shop With Me Society. We're doing some really fun giveaways this month, 5 $50 Target gift card winners or Walmart, whichever you guys prefer. Let me know in the comments down below to jumpstart. I always want to say jumpstart and kickstart your holiday shopping. So go ahead and make sure you join the Shop With Me Society so you don't miss all of the emails that are about to start coming out with all the holiday finds. But thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to check out the Studio McGee version of this video, which is also already live on my channel. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.